Okay, so we're going to be learning how to animate and manipulate our clip sizing. And the first thing you want to do is open up your application, Adobe Premiere Pro, go to File, Import, select any files that you might want to work with. Double click on whatever file you're going to work with first. I'm going to drag and drop this image into my timeline. Select the photo in my timeline. Go to Effect Controls. And again, under Motion, I'm looking at Scale now. I'm going to select Scale, which is going to create my very first keyframe here. And I'm going to drag my playhead over somewhat. And I'm going to manipulate the scale here by zooming in to this orange for no apparent reason. Let go. And right about here, I think I'll start to zoom out. So we're going to go back down to 100. And this is what that looks like. Okay. But maybe, let's see, maybe we want to keep that orange in focus for a little bit. So instead of bringing it out, we're going to keep it in focus for a little bit. So I'm going to create a third keyframe here by using this circular icon. And that's going to allow me to start here at 100, zoom in, keep it in focus, and then right around here, I'm going to zoom back out to 100 again. And so now that's a little bit different. You'll see how that worked out. Okay. So another thing that I want to talk about is image size. So I'm going to select this other image here. I'm going to drag and drop that into my timeline and scroll over. And you can see that this image is quite large. It doesn't quite fit in the screen. So there's two options that you can select. Well, first let's select the photo. And then right here in my timeline, I'm going to right click and I'm going to scroll down. And here are my options. I can scale to frame size or I can set to frame size. Now let's scale to frame size. When I do that, it rasterizes the photo. And you can tell because when you go over to Effect Controls, you can see that under Scale, it's still at 100. So when that happens, you're losing some quality in your photo. And if you want to try that zoom effect, then you might lose some quality there. It might not look very good. So it could cause some blurriness. So your other option would be to right click down here again. And instead of choosing scale to frame size, you can set to frame size. Now, when you set to frame size, you'll notice that when you go to scale over here, you'll see that now your scale is set to 17.9. So it's reduced the size of it just to fit the frame, but you're keeping your resolution. Now let's see, I'm going to take my playhead to the very start over here, and let's use scale again to manipulate this photo. Maybe right about here. No, right about here. Let's slowly zoom into his face. And I'm going to take the scale and just start to zoom in, maybe right there, so it doesn't look so weird. And that's created my second time frame there, keyframe. And we're going to play. And it looks like that.